Could I ask you two things? One, which book do you like best? And two, which has been the most successful?
That's
Or are they the same?
Yeah, well, sometimes they are. I mean, it's a really hard question to answer because it is a little bit. You know, they are a little bit like your children, and it's you know, if we say to you, which is your favorite child, it's not an easy question to answer. So I have great fondness for every one of them, but I think in a lot of ways, the one that's been most successful and all over, I mean, in terms of foreign languages and everything, is The Short History of Nearly Everything. That's the one that did really well all over the world. A lot of others do, they'll do really well in one country or one kind of country, but and not so well in others. Travel books never do well in the States, for instance. They're not. My book on Australia did really well in the States, right up until the Sydney Olympics. It came out just in time for the Sydney Olympics. It did really, really well. And then the Olympics finished, and the books stopped selling immediately. It was like, well, that's Australia. We don't need to be paying attention to it now. Whereas it's gone on and on and on in Britain and the Commonwealth, the rest of the Commonwealth. So in terms of success, the Short History of Nearly Everything has been the best. And in a lot of ways, I mean, I think that's the book that has done the most for me, and has got, you know, it's the book that's allowed me to end up in a situation like this. And so I'm very grateful to it and what it's done for me.
Well, I might add, you might not know this, but Bill was invited to become Chancellor of the University of Durham in 2005, and only just relinquished it last year, I think you were telling me, and also received the Aventus Prize from, was that from the Royal Society of Chemistry?
No, just Royal Society. Royal
Society, and also there's another one from the Royal Society of Chemistry, I think, about promoting the physical sciences or the chemical sciences. So he's certainly been recognised for making a major contribution in communication about science. So I think it's been, this for us was an experiment, having a science communicator rather than a scientist, and I think already it's just been a remarkable success, and I can see that we're not going to stick to just scientists from now on. We certainly will have scientists, but I think we need to give equal credence to those who communicate science, and I think the reason I feel quite strongly about that is a point that Emma was making. I think that it's okay to do the science, but then you need to communicate it. And if you don't communicate it, it's as good as not doing it. So it's just as important as the science itself. So perhaps on behalf of all of us, if you would join with me thanking Bill. You haven't got a cup of tea yet.
I've got one over there.
I've got one over there. I think it's very important that you're allowed to get another one. And you might like to keep chatting to Bill and perhaps have another cup and even a cake. So thanks everyone. It's been, and Bill, thanks to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.